Hey guys, it's Destiny, and today we're going to be discussing each character of version 3.1 when it comes to their kits, themes, and overall value to help you decide which character to pull from version 3.1. Before we begin today's video though, let me know which character from Amphorius is your favorite. Lastly, if you enjoy videos like these, do make sure to subscribe, hit the like button to support the video, and now let's get straight into it. To begin, let's go over Tribbie. Tribbie is a Quantum Harmony character and will be in the first half of version 3.1. Tribbie focuses on giving team-wide buffs that allies can take advantage of to deal more damage onto enemies, and is able to unleash follow-up attacks onto enemies as well, and just be able to dish out her own bit of damage alongside the team. When it comes to Tribbie's buffing capabilities, her skill provides all allies all-type res pen for 3 turns, and the duration of her skill decreases by 1 at the start of Tribbie's turn. As for Tribbie's ultimate, she'll be able to attack all enemies and create a zone for 2 turns, and while this zone is active, enemies will take increased damage, and after an ally attacks, for every enemy hit, there will be an instance of additional quantum damage dealt to the target that has the highest HP among the hit targets. When it comes to Tribbie's follow-up attacks, she'll be able to unleash 1 follow-up attack each time an ally uses their ultimate, but this does have a limit. This can be triggered once per character ultimate, but you can reset the trigger count by using Tribbie's ultimate again. It is also worth noting that allies can assist with regenerating energy for Tribbie by attacking enemies, which can help with using her ultimate again and having good uptime on her zone. When it comes to Tribbie as a supportive option, her buffing capabilities allows her to be used on varieties of teams, as many current DPS characters can nicely take advantage of the buffs she provides, such as the all-type res pen and her zone making enemies take increased damage. Future DPS characters will be able to take advantage of Tribbie's buffs as well. When it comes to team possibilities, as mentioned, Tribbie's buffs can be valuable for varieties of teams, some being the Herta alongside Tribbie, follow-up teams, and of course using Tribbie just as a general support for your teams as well. Tribbie will be a great support on the Herta teams, as Tribbie will be able to nicely regenerate energy from the AoE attacks from Herta herself, the additional erudition character on the team, and then depending on which sustain you end up using, they can help contribute as well. Tribbie will be able to regain energy for each target hit by allies on the team, and the frequent AoE-centric attacks from Herta teams will allow Tribbie to regain a lot of energy. Tribbie benefits Herta teams by providing, of course, the ult-type res pen for allies, which will increase allies' damage output, and as mentioned, when Tribbie's zone does exist, enemies take increased damage as well. An additional perk though is that since Tribbie has AoE follow-up attacks in her kit, she can assist with regenerating a bit of energy for Herta, as well as assisting with stacking interpretation onto enemies. When it comes to the lack of action advance, you can equip Dance and Stance on Tribbie, and this now allows Tribbie to advance forward allies on the team when she uses her ultimate. So that can be an additional perk she can provide for the team on top of what her kit already provides. When it comes to Tribbie on follow-up teams, she'll be able to nicely buff up the entire team and also unleash follow-up attacks herself, which can assist with granting Feixiao Flying Aureus stacks, advance forward Numbi if you're using Topaz, and so on. The high frequency of attacks from follow-up attackers can also assist with regenerating Tribbie energy. Tribbie can be a consideration for a supportive option on Acheron teams, especially E2 Acheron teams, but I'll be sure to test out Tribbie with E0 and E2 Acheron and also release a video on that. You can use Tribbie alongside Aglaea, as Aglaea can take advantage of the buffs Tribbie provides. You can consider using Tribbie alongside Mydei when he releases. You can use Tribbie alongside Yunli, Blade, and much more. Tribbie can nicely be utilized on numerous dual DPS teams as well, due to her being able to provide team-wide buffs. Overall, when it comes to team synergies, Tribbie can be used on quite a lot of teams as a flexible option due to her kit's buffing capabilities. It is worth noting though that Tribbie will definitely appreciate frequent attackers or AoE-centric attackers on a team, as they can assist with generating her energy to be able to unleash her ultimate more frequently, but overall she works as a nice flexible supportive option for teams. As for the rerun in the first half of version 3.1, it will be Yunli. Yunli is a physical destruction character who takes advantage of the counterplay style by unleashing a counterattack each time an enemy attacks her. Yunli will also regenerate additional energy each time she gets attacked, which assists with her being able to get her ultimate faster. Yunli can hold up to 2 ultimates, with her ultimate requiring 120 energy to cast, and her maximum energy cost being 240. When Yunli uses her ultimate, she taunts all enemies, her crit damage will increase for her next counterattack dealt, and Yunli is able to enhance her next counterattack and deal massive damage onto enemies as a result. Yunli can be used as a hyper carry on teams, or you can use her alongside another DPS. For example, using Topaz alongside Yunli. When it comes to the hyper carry Yunli teams, she could be used with numerous supports that can assist with amplifying her damage output, increasing the amount of energy she has to use her ultimate more often for her enhanced counterattacks, and so on. Some supports you can consider using alongside Yunli can consist of Tingyun, Sunday, Robin, Tribbie, Pela for reducing enemy defenses, Remembrance Trailblazer, and much more. When it comes to sustains, Huohuo is an excellent option for providing more attack and energy for Yunli as well as the team, and also providing adequate healing and cleansing for the team as well. You can consider using Links alongside Yunli to increase Yunli's likelihood of being hit. You can also consider using Gallagher with quid pro quo, and so on. Overall, when it comes to Yunli's value, she can be a nice DPS option for numerous endgame modes, especially for those who like her as a character, her playstyle, or are lacking DPS options. Now, when it comes to the second half of version 3.1, the banners will be Mydei and then Huohuo as the rerun banner. Starting off with Mydei, he'll be an imaginary destruction character that scales off of HP and utilizes losing HP to gain charge, which will further enhance his attacks in battles. Mydei's skill will attack an enemy in adjacents and reduce his HP by what appears to be 50% and gains charge. He'll also gain charge by being attacked by enemies. Once Mydei reaches a certain threshold of charge, he'll enhance his skill to Kingslayer be King and immediately takes action again and unleashes his enhanced skill. While Mydei is in his enhanced state, he will be sacrificing his defenses in order to gain more max HP. As the battle continues, he will accumulate more charge, and then he'll be able to further enhance his skill from Kingslayer be King to Godslayer be God, and be able to deal more damage by enhancing his skill further. As for Mydei's ultimate, he'll recover HP, accumulate charge, and attack one enemy in adjacents. The enemy he selects to primarily attack during his ultimate will be the prioritized target for the next instance of Godslayer be God, which is his second enhanced skill. What's worth noting is that it seems like Mydei is actually automatically unleashing these enhanced skills based on how it appears in the live stream, rather than actually clicking on the skill button again. Additionally, it was shown that he can survive a fatal hit by an enemy, but we aren't too sure just how many times he could do this in battle. When it comes to team synergies, he'll appreciate supports who can further his damage output. Some options can be Tribbie, Sunday, Remembrance Trailblazer, Branya, Pela for reducing enemy defenses. You can potentially consider Sparkle, and so on. For sustain options, you can consider using Luocha, Huohuo, Gallagher, and so on. When it comes to Mydei's value, he can be a nice CPS option for those who like his character in the story, his animations, and are in need of a new damage dealer, which I'll be able to give my full in-depth thoughts on him once I'm able to release showcases of him, and of course once we are nearing his release. Lastly though, we have Huohuo. Huohuo is a Wind Abundance character who is an HP scaling healer, and she's able to provide adequate healing and cleansing of debuffs for the team, and providing energy for the entire team with her ultimate, as well as increasing the attack of all allies. Huohuo is a very nice sustain option for those who are lacking a sustain or use characters that can highly take advantage of the additional energy from Huohuo's ultimate. Some of these characters can consist of Aglaea, as she has a max energy cost of 350, so when Huohuo uses her ultimate, this will grant Aglaea 70 energy back. Yunli has a maximum energy cost of 240. Robin can nicely take advantage of the additional energy to have more energy available once she exits her ultimate. Remembrance Trailblazer can take advantage of Huohuo's ultimate, as the additional energy for allies can assist with granting more charge from Mem, and overall Huohuo can assist with getting other supports or damage dealers their ultimate sooner as well as more frequently. For those that are lacking a sustain option, Huohuo is a very nice option to consider, especially for those that did pick up characters who have higher ultimate costs. Overall, I would say that Tribbie and Huohuo have the most value, especially for those that are lacking supports or a premium sustain. As mentioned, Tribbie can be used on varieties of teams, and Huohuo can provide, of course, adequate healing and cleansing, energy for allies, and much more. It is worth noting that most limited supports have immense longevity when it comes to their value, as they can be used alongside current and future characters, as well as also past characters that have released from the time the support is releasing. There is, of course, also 3.2 to consider, which will feature Castorice and Anaxa, and this will be the anniversary patch for Star Rail as well. Castorice is a Quantum Remembrance character, and Anaxa is a Wind Erudition character, which I would keep my eye out on new Erudition characters as they can potentially be a new strong partner for the Herta. For those who are on the fence for the second half of version 3.1, I would recommend waiting until the 3.2 livestream as well as creator experience videos, which can help with giving more details regarding the 3.2 lineup before 3.1 ends. And you'll also learn which characters will release in 3.3 as well earlier in the week before the livestream actually happens. I'd love to know which character you're pulling from 3.1 or if you're actually going to skip 3.1 instead. And if there's anyone from Amphorius you're personally waiting for. I hope you all did enjoy this video, and if you did, do make sure to subscribe, leave a like to support the video, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace.